IIT Bombay. If we see the publications, he has 7 books on the credit, 11 chapters and 1 patent. He has 184 publications in international and national journals, 140 publications in international and national conferences, more than 100 reports and proceedings, 20 prototypes, public equipment, 10 softwares, public applications. If we see the research guidance, he has guided 22 PhDs, including me also, plus 6 ongoing, 42 AmTechs, and 1 ongoing, 7 BTechs, and 1 ongoing. His main expertise or research interest is in water and wastewater treatment technologies, urban solid waste management, environmental assessment, modeling, management, and sustainability, industrial effluent and waste management, and GIS applications for environment. He has organized various national conferences, 10 international conferences, 30 training courses, many training courses. I have also part of it, and delivered more than 300 invited lectures, handled more than 100 industry consultancy, and have Indo-US, Indo-French, Indo-German, Indo-Singapore, South African, Indo-Norwegian. Many collaborations have. He's editor or editorial board member for many peer-reviewed journals. So we have a very prestigious personality with us. I'm very thankful that sir has agreed to talk in our FDP, and I think you will be able to get knowledge, whatever the experience sir has. Thank you, sir. You can start.
Sure. Thank you, Sanjay. So I would like to speak on whatever work has been done by IIT Bombay, particularly by our research group, on water, sanitation and waste management. So the first innovation which IIT Bombay has done is called as Safe Sanitation System. In brief, we call it as Safe SAN. Basically, it is on-site sewage treatment system. That means it is much better replacement of the what you construct in the when there is nothing. What is the system you construct? Anybody can name? Can you name anybody? What is that tank called? Septic tank. I think you may be aware of that fact. So it is a substitute or much better option for the on-site sewage treatment. So this innovation starts that mostly in the isolated houses we have septic tank. The septic tank is followed by the drain field or leachate field, where whatever effluent comes out is going to be absorbed, and we are going to replace this system with a beautiful system like this, where you will have beautiful flowers. You can make it as beautiful as possible. In this case, it is not that beautiful, and the person should have put the grass also. Okay, so this is basically a decentralized sewage treatment plant. It's meant for individual, so it is a replacement of septic tank. Now, if we talk about the conventional septic tank versus our innovation Safe SAN, so cost of both systems is low, but the energy which is required for the sludge is very high in the septic tank system, whereas we don't have much sludge to remove, and hence you don't have to incur a huge cost. The disinfection facility is not the part of conventional septic tank, whereas we can integrate it at your request. The cleaning frequency is annual in the case of the conventional septic tank. In our, we can do it every second year. The reuse potential is not there in the septic tank, whereas in our case, we can have perfect reuse system. The land requirement is very high, whereas here we require half the land of the conventional system. The removal efficiency of the total suspended solid is up to maximum of 60%, whereas we have up to 90%. The removal of BOD, COD and those things are also very high, more than 90%. So what is the design? So this is the innovation. The innovation is that the sewage enters into the first chamber, and then there is a settling unit. We called it as a PSRT, primary solid retention unit. And then we have, see, this chamber is can you please make everyone mute? Sanjay, please make everyone mute, otherwise somebody is sitting very near to his window.
Yes, sir. I just
ask everyone to, yeah, that's good. So I hope you can hear me. Hello.
Yes, sir. We can hear you.
Okay.
We can
Okay. Then it goes to the digester unit. Digester unit consists of three parts. The first is aerobic chamber. Then there is a facultative chamber, and there is anaerobic chamber. So three chambers are there. I think anaerobic chamber, I think you must be knowing that there should be no presence of external air. The way we have made aerobic, whatever aerobic things are there, they will happen in the first chamber. In the second, whatever 1-2 ppm of DO is remaining, that will be consumed in the facultative chamber, and anaerobic chamber will have the complete absence of oxygen. And then of the outlet of that, we can follow through the filtration and disinfection unit. And what happens if you want to use the output coming, you can use in any possible way, including the reuse. Actually, we don't suggest that. What we say, you can use it for recycling in the form of the toilet flush itself. That the same water can be lifted and you can use it again and again. If you have, for example, some plantation, or you have your own kitchen garden, etc., you can divert there. Okay. So this is the efficiency of safe sand, as you can see in terms of different parameters. BOD is the most important, COD, TSS, and fecal coliform. So you can say that TSS and fecal coliform are removed as much as 90%. BOD is up to 85%, COD is up to 80%, 50% is the nitrogen, and 30% removal of. Actually, we don't want to remove nitrogen and phosphorus so that we can use it for our beautification of our plants. Plants are there nowadays. You have near your parking, you may have some area where you can grow some sort of plants, whether they are flower or whether they are vegetable or any other thing. Okay, so I don't want to go into detail how it works, but we have two successful stories. The first one is that way back in 2015, we installed one such system in Alibag near Mumbai, and this particular is a some person's farmhouse is there. Now, as you know, the farmers don't want these units to be the part of their their home. So this guy also is not a separate guy. So he wanted it to be outside. So this unit is outside. So this is the toilet which is there, and basically the whatever is coming out is fed to the plantation. Okay, and he has these storage tanks for the purpose of flushing, etc. Now this is a very primitive type of design where we have built the tank below, and we have, and tank need not to be below. It can be, since he has lot of space, so we have kept it here, somewhere outside. So whatever comes out is staying there. So this is but you can integrate within your house also without any problem. Now this is called mobile unit. Now this 50 units of this kind which you see on the right of your screen, basically it is a standalone toilet. You can make it as a toilet block also. Now what you see in the black color basically is the tank where all the 4 or 5 chambers are included. We have gifted on behalf of IIT Bombay 50 units for a tribal village called Gate Kamwase, which is located about 5 kilometers away from the Akola railway station. So this is a, you can see a person can go inside, he can do the job, the treatment will be done here. Basically, but please remember this unit is meant normally for say maximum of 4 or 5 persons. So if you want to make use for many people, say 300 people going, so you need minimum 3 units, but the tank has to be made very big. So it should have capacity to treat and accommodate the sewage coming from the 300 people. Okay, so only duty lies in not in the superstructure, but in the bottom part. You can make it here. We have made out of FRP, uh, but you can make out of brick also behind the this particular field also. Okay, only you should have the particle removal section. So if you have to make a tank with so many type of what we call baffles of different kinds and divisions, and then we suitably make the chambers first for settling and hindered settling, etc., and then aerobic chamber, facultative chamber, and anaerobic chamber. Okay, and then water storage, and this water will be stored, and once in a while you can lift it in the overhead tank. This overhead tank has been provided in the green color in this particular unit. Okay, so you can go on using it. So you can reuse the same water. After a month, it will become half, and that time you can refill it, or you can use it for the plantation nearby. Now the second innovation which we have done, we have sought for the replacement of the sewage treatment plant. As you know, sewage treatment plant has so many machines which are working, and they consume huge amount of electricity, and also the construction and maintenance cost is very high. So seeing that the problem in India, our research group has developed this particular technology which we call as GSTP. G stand for green STP. Here we are making use of the tertiary treatment and secondary treatment and tertiary treatment and every treatment with the help of the plants only. Now the technology which is basically is called as the integrated wetland technology. The product is called as GSTP, and this is an IIT Bombay IP. And our tagline is that treating green STP, treating the wastewater the nature way. Okay. Now I will show you what do you mean by that. So STP basically consists of the chambers with lot of plants. Okay. Now these plants sometimes they will die, so you have to do replantation. But this is beautiful. You can see this is much better than the unsightly picture of uh, your what you see normally. Treatment plant where so many machines are there, you have to go up, down, and things like that. Okay. Now this is what is the innovation. You can see here at the top of the half top is the conventional sewage treatment plant. So here we have screen chamber, oil and grease trap, primary sedimentation tank, aeration tank, aeration tank, secondary sedimentation tank, and then we have pressure sand filter, activated sludge, sorry, activated carbon filter, disinfection unit, and then
Your voice is not audible.
hello, can you hear now?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Now
yes.
it. Yes, yes.
Okay, okay. Somehow it became, I think, off. So they did they hear whatever I said, or I have to repeat?
Sir, for last 1 minute. Yes.
Okay. So what I was telling that at the top half we have the layout of conventional sewage treatment plant based on mechanical means. Here all machines are there. So a screen chamber is there, oil and grease trap is there, primary sedimentation tank PST is there, aeration tank is there, followed by SST is there. Then we have pressure sand filter, activated carbon filter. Please remember these things are provided if it is required. And mostly in the conventional treatment plant, these type of things are to be provided. Okay. And of course, then it is discharged. Nobody stores this treated water. Nobody. It will just after disinfection, it will directly go into the drain or wherever they want to discharge it, to the sewer line or something like that. Our innovation is that we have developed green STP based on integrated wetland technology, where primary sedimentation tank has been replaced with PSRT, primary solid retention tank, and followed by the planted bed. See, the beauty of our PSRT is that it incorporates all four kinds of sedimentation in one tank itself by providing enough time for the purpose. And planted bed basically will replace aeration tank, SST, and even the tertiary treatment. Okay, and there is no need for RAS and wasting of the sludge and sludge drying bed. Nothing is required normally, and then remaining unit can be there as they are required. Okay, now let's go to the pictorial way. You might have seen this screen chamber with lot of bars. Then you might have seen oil and grease trap. You might have seen it is a small chamber. Then we have primary sedimentation tank with a raking system, and it is a circular type of system which have been provided. Aeration tank basically there is aerator which are providing the oxygen into the. So it is costly because you can see that we make. There are two types of system. One is based on the surface aerator. One is based on the bottom aerators where we have the compressor system. There is no motor or that this is required. We don't require fan based thing, so that is better in some sense. Then we have secondary sedimentation tank. Again, very big tank is required, and then we have the advanced system required for process side filter and for the activated carbon for the final treatment, and then ozonation system, etc. is provided. Now, in our case, we don't have this type of system. We provide the screen within your building itself, where 60 families or 300 people may be staying. PSRT is provided either on the roadway, where uh, just at the entrance, or near your garden, or below your parking. Here you can do parking also. And then we have planted bed. Planted bed means beautifully you can design the way you want. I will show some designs. Sanjay, someone is making his mic.
Yes, yes. I just
Yeah,
will
mute.
make his mic mute.
You have to go on. I don't know why they are making it.
Yes.
And then we have the regular for that treatment.
Dr.
Because
Shilpa
here,
Sharma, please put your mic off.
then here for sure we will be storing the final treated water, and we use it for either the flushing purpose. That means it will be taken to the flushing tank, and then all the toilets in that particular building where 60 families are staying will save lot of money for their water bill. Because what happens in this case, in the first case, the water is wasted out. But here, what we do, since we have provided, this is provided by the municipality, so municipality will discharge it on behalf of you. Of course, it is not meant for you only. It is meant for all 30 lakh people in your city. So you are sharing that system, whereas here you own your system in your building. So you will not be required to pay sewer tax, etc. And you will save two ways: directly by not paying the sewer tax, and secondly, your water bill will be reduced because huge amount of water is used for the flushing toilets or for the gardening, making your garden, your rose garden or whatever garden you have, you can use the same water, which is very good quality. So saving is twofold. Now let's come to the design part. The first part, I told you that our innovation is two part. The first part is primary solid retention tank, PSRT. It consists of, this is the section which we have drawn. You can see that there are a lot of vessels are there. Vessels are there, inlet is there, manholes are also provided. You can see that we have provided a lot of vessels so that the sediments will be staying here. They will not go out. And you can see that the water comes out up and then it again takes the turn. When it takes turn and it wants to go up, whatever particles it has to drop there, because particle will have to follow that because of the inertia, their momentum, they will hit the bottom. So first point, second point, third point. So 4 times they have opportunity. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 places they have chances to get removed. So that is why it is called as 4-stage system. And then finally, whatever water is there, that will enter into the planted bed. So what is planted bed? Planted bed is basically secondary and tertiary removal system. What it does, it removes whatever suspended solids and BOD are remaining. So if you see the efficiency, the prime PSRT removes up to 70 to 80%. I have told you that 4 times there is a chance of solid removal. So up to 80% are removed. Very fine particle may still flow out, but they will be captured in this particular planted bed. And BOD is also removed because lot of BOD, lot of organic thing will also settle here. Now planted bed, what it does, here you can see that we have provided the bed of the gravels. So big gravels are there at the bottom. Then we have medium size, then fine, and then we can put soil, and then we can plant the whatever plants we want. Here we have used basically those plants which are available as what we call as the uh, near every lake they have. You can use them. They are low cost. You can just pluck it from the by the side of pond. They will grow. You can bring it, so there is no cost there. Or you can have your own garden, rose garden or marigold or hibiscus or dahlia, whatever you have, you can grow that. What is the purpose of this particular bed? it removes everything by filtration. Please remember, the water is allowed to pass only through the bottom 1/3, big one only. You can see that the plants have grown, their roots are going inside because water is here. All other things above that is dry. Only water will flow below because there are a lot of pores, and because the plants want to the the water for their survival, they go deep, and a very good and thick root system is developed. Okay, and because of that, it will filter, it will do sedimentation, it will there will be development of microbial consortia because it is fully aerobic, because plants will be breathing, so they are bringing oxygen to the root level. So through the and gravel and the rhizosphere which is developed, it does the job of microbial. Lot of microbes will grow there. So it is like a secondary sedimentation process or aeration thing where the flocks will be formed, which are basically MLSS as we call. Here MLSS is in the form of not MLSS, it is in the form of the adsorbed. The film will grow in the stones. And as you know, nutrients, nitrogen and phosphorus, they are used by the plants. So you don't have to do denitrification, etc. Also, no nitrogen and phosphorus will leave afterwards, which is good. Because even if you discharge this water afterwards into the lake or river will not become eutrophic. Now design, oxygen is provided by the plant, and because of that, the BOD will become zero almost. So this is our innovation. So the success story. We have completed lot of projects. Sandeep University phase 1 has been completed for 300 kiloliter. Rathe builders in Karjat. These are small systems, you can see. They are standalone colony or building project which they have developed. For university, they have installed three phases for different places. So they have got for decentralization of decentralization also. So why to carry the waste from one hostel to other hostel unnecessarily, or bring all they have decided to go wherever huge amount of water, suppose 500-600 students are staying, huge amount of waste is there, then they have gone for three tanks or three green STPs in there. So we have already installed 300 liter, and then you can see a lot of these are basically builders. They want to use, so these are a lot of plants, and you can see that here these are the lot of projects which are ongoing. Now you should not think that our thing is meant only for 300 KLD. We have MLD plants also. For example, in the Lonavala, there is a very big hotel, Parias. They have gone for, this is 6.2 million liter or 6250 KLD. And then some society is there where lots of people are there, lots of buildings are there. So they have gone for 2 MLD plant, 2 MLD and all those. You can see if you scroll down, you have Indapur Municipal Corporation, they have gone for 2 plants of 4000 KLD and or 3 MLD and 4 MLD, etc. The police housing are very small. But as per rule now, everyone has to deal with their wastewater. Now municipality doesn't want to deal, particularly in the places of Maharashtra. So all police societies have endorsed our system. So already lot of projects, they have been completed actually. So but when I prepared, I have not taken the pain to bring it to the completed project, because anyway we get the credit. And then police housing in Jalna, in Dhule, where it is Alibag, and so many places the new projects are going to come. Now let's talk about our third innovation, which is in situ Nala treatment, which we call as N-treat. It is a sustainable approach for drain management, which we call as Nala. Nala means drain, where the wastewater is going and polluting whole river Ganges or any other river, etc. So what is the innovation from our side? What we have done, we are going to make use of Nala itself as a sewage treatment plant. Basically, we treat it as a sewage because BOD and COD is very high. Because mostly industries and houses are illegally discharging the wastewater. What we do, you can see that 4 or 5 stages have been shown. We go for the primary treatment and secondary treatment within the drain itself. So if you see the picture below, there are some units I am going to talk. The first unit is a screening unit, which is placed at inclination. Then there are 3 depressions, which we call as the silt traps. Then we have the third section where lot of baffles are there. So baffles will make the water not go straight, but it has to take turns. So what we have done, we basically a, a free flowing system we have created of obstructions, and because of the obstruction the water will hold, the velocity will become very minimum, and we want to make it zero, but zero making means it will stay and then flooding will take place, so small flow will be permitted. So basically in the first 2 units, floating matter and sediments are removed. Floating matter is removed in the screening, and there are 3 silt traps. The first is meant for the coarse particle, medium, and then fine. So after fine, about 80 to 90% of the sand, silt, etc. has been removed. There is no floating thing, and then the overflow of that goes into the section where we are going to use the natural method. Okay, and this is what we make it as large depending upon, this has to be larger because here the natural biological treatment NBT takes place. Okay, the whole system is called NTreat, but this is the NBT. These names are given by IIT Bombay. What we are doing, that direct 500-meter stretch has been converted into 2-kilometer stretch. And as you know, that if you make anybody calm means silence or solace, then the person becomes like a yogi. Your mind is not going, same way the water is not going, it is staying there. By staying there, it provides the opportunity for microbes to grow. So in the first chamber, for example, the microbes will grow, which will be depending upon the lot of BOD. They want easy BOD, glucose and all those things. They don't want fat, etc., and sucrose, etc. They want clear glucose. Now, in the baffle, what we do, baffles are creating not only obstruction, but we make them porous with a screen chamber, and we fill them with the same stones of 3 kinds: coarse, medium, and fine, and then soil, and then we plant lot of plants are going to be installed there. Now, in the second chamber, whatever BOD has been consumed, the BOD will become less, and it will become undesirable. So, in first few, enough glucose will be there, but afterwards glucose will not be there. Then protein will be there, carbohydrate will be there, and they are going to be used one after the other. So the type of microbes which will grow are going to be totally different in different zones. And how they will grow, we are not controlling them. They will be growing depending upon the flow characteristic and the loading characteristics. This is our innovation. We are mimicking the nature way. Okay, this is how the first unit screen looks like. So it is not provided at the across, it is provided at angle of about 45 degree. You can see that because of since the screen has been provided at an angle, what will happen, the floating matter will travel down, and eventually they will reach to the last section where they will store. So no cleaning is required, it is auto cleaning. Auto cleaning system is provided by our design itself, because that cos phi force will be there, which will bring everything to and then here there is a bucket or automatic system is there, some belt is there, which will bring everything out. So you can operate, you can design auto logic system. So every 2 hours, whatever things have been floating will be brought out. So whatever goes beyond is screened portion of the wastewater or nala, whatever water is there, it will be not having any of the floating matter. These are the unit 2. Here silt traps are there. You can see silt trap means basically there is a depression. So, and there is obstruction. You can see, if you see at the end of that there is a wall. Wall we have created as obstruction, so that the water has to flow above that. Since the particle will not be able to climb the vertical wall, they will be dropped here. So all the coarse particle will be, because velocity is quite large, so only coarse particle will drop here. Now because of the overflow, the velocity and obstruction, we have provided one screen, and then this is the one. The medium particle will sit in the silt trap too, and then they will again go up, and the fine particles will be removed here. Okay. And now, natural biological treatment system. You can see that the baffles are there. Baffles are basically the screen based thing, and here you can see that there are water has to flow like circular motion. It has to go not like longitudinal but lateral. It will go, hit the wall, take a turn, come, hit and go, like circular or serpentine motion, snake like motion it takes. So there are chance of microbes to grow in the water itself, and additionally we have provided the filter media, where we are going to provide what we call as the gravels bed, and then we will provide similar to planted bed we are providing here also. Okay, because we have seen now, this is what, how beautiful you can make depends upon the design given by the landscape architect. Here you can see people are playing. This used to be one of the dirty most nala. In order to beautify, you can see this is the planted bed. Water is going to, we have permitted it. We have divided into chambers. You can you can cross like a bridge, or if you are in playing mode, you can go up and down like this. So this beautification plant we have done. So this is conceptual plan. Actually, this is the layout of what we call as Tachi Ajmi Park in Bandra, which has been proposed by Javed Akhtar. So Javed Akhtar has used his money, whatever is allocated under the MLA. He is Raj Sabha MLA. So he gets huge amount of money to invest. What we have done, we have designed that it is one of the most stinking place in Mumbai at present. And because of the bureaucracy, there is a problem that 5 years back we started this project, but it is not seeing any end, because MCGM has to do the job. Money has to come from the MLA quota. Nothing is happening. Bureaucracy has taken over. We have provided them, but it is not coming. Actually, we told that you can take the money from the people who are here only, like the film star, 1 lakh each if they pay, we will be able to make this plant. But he said, no, I don't want. Here, all the stalwarts, hero and heroines who have died will be there, their whole profile will be there. So people can go and spend the time, whatever is there, like Cafe Ajmi will be there, then whatever is there, then whosoever has died, Dilip Kumar and all those people, their stories, what film there could be even in the background, there may be some some movies going where clips of his popular Dilip Kumar thing may be shown for half an hour. So people can or you can screen that today I'll show something about half an hour glimpse of Cafe Ajmi. Then next day it will be about Dilip Kumar. Then it will be about Meena Kumari. It will be about that and so on. So that is what his plan. He wants to that people should come and spend time here. So next time if it is constructed, then you should not go to Filmistan. You should go to this park and you can click so many hero and heroines. They will be roaming and taking. You can see them running in action. Okay. So, but I don't know when this opportunity will come. But it is. I have also not seen them. Okay. Uh, so we have a lot of success stories. So I'm going to talk about 3 success stories and fourth one also. This is about the Prayagraj. I think you must be remembering last year there was the the Prayagraj Kumbh was there. So just before the Kumbh, we were asked by the UP government to install our system. We made a proposal that we can make the river Ganges clean by removing the load in the nala. See, river itself is not dirty. Dirtiness comes from the nalas, which are coming from the people who are throwing their either by open defecation or they are throwing the connection into the nearby drain. So at the 3 places we have identified 3 drains. At Ulta Kila, you can see that the drain is not well defined. You can see different sections are there, and basically it meets into the river Ganges. So we have constructed and given a drain shape. Earlier there was no shape, now it has been given, and then we have constructed. Now, since we have not constructed ourselves, but the project has come to Niri. And as you know, one of my associate owns this IWT patent. So he has given them help because he holds. So it is up to him whether he wants to work with IIT Bombay or with the Niri. And we are anyway, we work together also. But in that project, they were the only. And we were not interested because we don't, see, IIT normally doesn't work with the political system. Whereas Niri is political. Okay, and that's why I refuse to work with them. So they carried themselves. So they have done lot of things at the 11th hour as per their sweet wish by creating. It is not exactly the same version as I am as IT. I don't want to give my design to them. Let it be the Niri design. Concept is same, but the designs are different. But you can see this is the at other place before. Okay, now this is much better. Then Savitri Nagar. We have provided a lot of plants in this way. They have a system called, they have floating system, something like that, which they are using. And this is the prefabricated. There we have constructed in the brick or RCC, etc. We went for RCC because Government of India, everything is done at the last time. So we got only 3 months to install, and Kumbh Mela was supposed to start. And beautiful story is that the river on that side of the other side of the where drains used to be there, many sadhus chose to take bath that time. Though it was a sewer water, nala water, but it was 1,000 times better because government did not ask us to treat the whole system, and it was very difficult also because river Ganges cannot be treated so easily. We have to treat all the drains only. If you want to treat all drains which are leading into the river Ganges, it will. I think Government of India cannot afford that money. So Government of India is going. He did only the eye wash at that time, but the result was seen immediately. We were very happy that many sadhus chose to work because they were liking that water as compared to this water was dirty. That was not turbid. It was not stinking because we have allowed the uh, plants to suck all the BOD and everything, nuisance. Even the odorous compounds were also absorbed by the nature. Okay, this is system which is prefabricated, and this is our system. We have installed this system as a part of our obligation towards MMRDA. MMRDA has given us a very big project. I don't want to talk about that, otherwise it will take 15 minutes more. I think let's not talk about that. But we have obligation to show them that our system is working. So since BMC doesn't allow us to construct within the drain because a lot of bureaucracy, I have been struggling to get for last 2 years. I became sick of it. So because of my own innovation, I constructed everything in a prefabricated tanks. So 3 units are constructed in 3 tanks. So it is about 5 meter wide, 3 meter height, 3 or 4 meter, or 5 by 5 by 15 meter, and 3 units of 5 each. Now what we are doing in order to simulate, we are pumping. There is a drain here behind this particular tree. Drain is there, which is very stinking. You cannot stand there for five minutes. It is so bad smell is coming because all Hiranandani sewage is coming there only. So what we are doing, we have installed submersible pan. They are pumping the whole thing into the first chamber, and we have a stilling station, and then it is working. So we have we are going to generate the data for next 3 months. So it is, I have come, it was installed in March, but there was COVID and all those things. So uh, the the firm which we made and we gave him contract to run it for 3 months, they have started only in this month, in August. So first few weeks data has come. It is marvelous. We are very happy that almost in 15 meter itself we thought that we have to make the last section itself of 15 meter. That means the uh, total total length will become almost 30 meter, etc. But we are happy with the 5 meter section also. It is giving very good result. So for demo purpose, our things is solved. So you don't think that we have to. It is very small system. It is not like a sewer treatment plant. You don't have to pump whole water, treat it in the STP, and then send. So this is innovation. But unfortunately, Government of India has not taken notice of our innovation. So and IIT, as you know, we have also our nose. We also sit in ivory towers. So we don't go to. Now what we have started doing, we are doing this type of activities, that whenever I get chance, I will go for talking about whatever we have done. So this will make, and maybe one day the bureaucrats will understand that IIT Bombay has done a lot of, so they will hire our services. Uh, Actually, I have tried to give it to so many, but if you go, they don't welcome you. They have a sense of doubt. Even if you go as a professor of IIT Bombay, they don't, and they have some system. I don't know. So we don't fall in that. Okay, everyone sees that what is there for me, and I say that you have nothing. You have to give everything 100% to IIT Bombay, and we will only deliver product. You will get clean river, you will get clean nala, but I will not give you anything. That some cut put is there, I don't know about that, and I don't want to learn about that. That's why we are sitting, and though we have lot of privileges, which in the form of innovation, but they are not popular. Now this was about the three popular thing in the area of wastewater. Wastewater is the biggest problem which our country is facing, because we have scarcity of the good water also. We are converting good water into bad water, but bad water we are not reclaiming. Since and because of that, many places there is scarcity. Even Mumbai has scarcity, that in the month of May, June, when summer is there, water is only given 2 hours per day to most of residents, except IIT Bombay and some campuses, because we can make our own water. So we don't have problem. We have 24 by 7 by 365 days running water all the time, but all other citizens are not that privileged one. Okay. So now I'm going to talk about some of the work which we have developed in the case of the waste management. I think municipal solid waste management is the biggest challenge, but bigger than that, because it affects you on daily basis. You see the dump of that, you have to breathe the bad odor coming from these municipal dumps. So we came with the innovation in the, not in the way landfill has to be made and those kind of things, but our own integrated things, so that you can do at low cost. Our systems, you get a lot of benefits also. It is not that you have to spend money and then you get nothing back. You get everything back. So it is that, and you don't have to pay what we call as the huge money is paid to the for collection of the waste, and then everyone is buying their garbage truck and just trying to get the contract. And there is a lot of problem there also, because they only dump in some waste, and that's why Devanar has problem. Devanar is one of the oldest landfill in Mumbai, which has become as high as 40 meter. 40 meter, you can understand, divide by 3, about 16-story building height is reached. Now suppose if it will collapse, then it will have severe problem, which we have seen in Mumbai, in Delhi, in their Timarpur or somewhere. They had this landfill which broke, and then 3 bikers were buried under that. By the time they were given rescue, they died. So many people fell into the nearby drain, and then also they died. No, they could not be saved. And then whole of the huge amount of waste came on the road, which was nearby, and then road was blocked for many months. Still, they have not solved that problem. Okay, let's talk about our problem, not their problem. So our problem is innovation. So integrated solid waste management system, basically the waste has to be segregated. Fresh waste has to be segregated. This is for fresh waste, not like the Timarpur, etc. That I will talk in the next part. I have that is called as the legacy waste management system, LWS. This is integrated everyday waste, how you study. So basically waste, whatever is coming, we segregate into the 3 parts. As per the rules, they are asking us: dry waste, inert waste, and organic waste. The dry waste, we go for compaction, grinding, etc. And then it is fit for recycling. We go for, if we talk about the inert, we are going to do something, pre-processing and post-processing, to make it a filler material. Filler material is all the low-lying areas can be filled, and there will be no problem of compaction, etc. or settlement. So it is a very good quality material, just like crushed stone, you can say. Then organic waste, which is the most bothersome part of the solid waste, we are going for biostabilization in our own way. Please remember, it is not usual biostabilization. We have invented technology, and whatever comes out is going to be used as, we don't call it a compost, we call it as a soil enhancer. So let's talk about the first part, how we are proposing the management of dry waste. Dry waste, basically, we can do 2 ways: manual or automatic sorting, followed by baling. Baling means compacting. Okay, so mostly I propose not to go for machines. Rather, we can make a facility where you have to make lot of conveyor belts. Conveyor belt will go on. So you have to divide. Suppose 1 truck is coming, then that will be loaded in 1. Second truck will be in second, and there are 3 parallel system where lot of laborers will be sitting or standing, and there next to them there will be a manual sorting system. So they have to pick it up by hand and put into the bin next to them. And their glass is written, they will pick up only glass. Paper is written, they will pick up only glass. Since and they are run very slow, this system. Okay, that's why 1 truck will take about 8 hours of sorting. That's why we have to have 3, so that 3 trucks can be loaded at one time, and then after 8 hours, the first one will become available and things like that. And mostly we have to time in such a way. If you have to make more lines, or you have to go for automatic thing. If you have 300 trucks coming, then you will become mad. But if it is a small town, then you can do usually very easily. Okay. Then whatever content are removed in different baskets or containers, they are put through a machine which will compact everything with the help of pressure, hydraulic. So, okay, I cannot show you picture because I don't have here. Not that I don't have. And whatever is there, now these things are so compact. These are like 3 feet by 3 feet by 3 feet cubes, which can be stacked one over the other. So this is the paper which have been compressed. You cannot compress the glass, but what we can do, we can crush it, and then we can put into some container. we can seal it because it has cutting edge. So we don't want to do that because somebody can get hurt. So these can be brought back again for the next day. All these things can be sold. So paper is there, aluminum cans, plastic cans, all those things will be baled, and then these are sold on daily basis. So by selling, you get, for example, the same system I have designed for Veera Bhayandar Municipal Corporation, MBMC. They are getting, for everything which is finished, they are getting 700 rupees per ton type of return. Earlier they were getting nothing, now they are getting 700 rupees. And the contractor is not asking any money. He is earning the benefit also. So he must be earning much more than 7,700. So you can understand that if municipality can do on their own, but municipality cannot do because they have a lot of problem of corruption and all those things. Only the private entrepreneur, even if it is giving peanuts also, the waste should be managed. That is more important. Because you don't have trust. Even toll collection cannot be done by government officers because a lot of things, वो 2 ट्रक का पैसा जमा करेंगे, 10 को ऐसे पार करेंगे, वो उनकी जेब में जाएगा. ये अपनी बहुत प्रॉब्लम है. Indians are not earning a good respect in this particular thing. I think they will find the way to how to make money. Even you might have seen in the time of COVID also, even the political people were involved in selling medicines which were meant for the free distribution, oxygen cylinder and all those things. So I don't want to go into those mess because they are part of our Indian society and we are proud of that. Okay, now let's go to the next part. He has made the mic on. Sanjay, please tell him to, him or her to.
Dr. Shilpa Sharma, please mute your.
Now the second part is the inert waste. So inert waste is one which has nothing. So you can see these are two components which have been shown. Basically, we go for their grinding. So we put everything in grinding. Now, since different material may have requirement of different speed, etc., so you may have to segregate a bit based on their density, etc., or the type of waste which is coming. Basically, if you can do source segregation, that is better. Not put everything in one go. You similar type of collection you do with the one truck going only for those type of collection and this kind of that will be much better, etc. Or if it is coming out of your sorting lines, then you don't have anything. Here you have to go for size separation with the help of trommel and then go for grinding them, crushing them so that you can use them for the purpose of filler material. So the process material is to be used as the, so you are getting values everywhere. The C part is the treatment of wet. Here we have developed our own technology which we are naming as biostabilized aerated static piles. It is a perfect substitute for the windrow system. Windrow system is very obnoxious. Everyone knows, very capital intensive, and lot of labor is there and very informal. And people have complained that they become the breeding ground and stinking places. So a lot of people will complain, have PIL against you. You may go to jail for none of your fault. So we have designed our method. In the first picture, as you can see, there are the plastic pipes which have laterals and the headers. And above that, of course, we have shown them in. They will not be made that way. Trenches will be there. Everything will be down, and then the bed will be made. Porous bed will be made. Above that, the waste is put. So every day, depending upon the volume, one or more of these piles are made. Okay, you will discharge it and make in the second in the cross section that air pipes are shown below as the two in the drains. Air is put through with the help of blower or compressor. We put inside the oxygen or air rather. What happens because of that? Enough moisture is anyway there. You can see this is very quite moist. You will go on doing this for almost 30 days. After 30 days, and of course you can see that there is a cover also. So this is the whatever material is coming out at the end of the month, say on the if it is 31st day or 30th day, a part of that, some 10% you will put as a pile next to that only. Whatever space is provided, used for covering. Why cover is required? So that moisture is not lost. And also since it is porous enough, so carbon dioxide, whatever is formed, is going to be it will be removed. During the time of monsoon, you have to use the shed. So some section you have to make shed for few months. Okay. Our whole system can be also made not in open air, it can be made under the shed. Now whatever compost we will get after 30 days, you have to do some post processing. You have to grind it, and then you have to do dehumanize. Basically you get good compost, which is called as you can use it for. So a lot of people will buy it at some 10 rupees per kg and things like that. So you get money here also. This is some system actual pictures which we have designed, and this is the site. This is the pipe which is there. It is covered. This is the pipe system, which we initial portion we have taken. So here you cannot see, but here you can see. Okay. And this is some technical data which we have designed there. So if you think that we have not done and we are only talking, so this is for you. There are two success stories which we have to our credit. In 2017, we gave this design to Mira Bhayandar Municipal Corporation, and they have implemented, except the bio BASP process. Naya Raipur Development Authority for their Atal Nagar. Earlier it was called Naya Raipur, now it is called Atal Nagar. After the demise, they have renamed that city. So there also we have given this print. I am not aware that whether they have constructed or not, that there is no follow-up from them. They have not taken any help for the project management and all those things. That's why what we have done now, we provide the service only when they are going to get us involved, even in the project stage. Otherwise, they will always say, oh, IIT को कुछ नहीं, सब कुछ नहीं आता है, बेकार है, वो ऐसे बकवास करेंगे. अपने मन से बनाओगे तो बकवास हो गई, क्योंकि कॉन्ट्रैक्टर हमारी डिजाइन नहीं समझ सकता है. तो अभी तो हम डिजाइन दोनों फेज के देते हैं, फेज 1, फेज 2. And phase 2, whosoever may be contractor, but he has to work with the team from the. So project management consultant has to be compulsory. We have to be there. So because they will blame us, and we will be very angry when we go for inspection that you have spoiled my. Now they will say, now we, sir, अब तो इससे ही चलेगा. तो हमने कहा इससे चलेगा तो फिर IIT का नाम न करना, यहाँ डिजाइन हटा दो, हमारी डिजाइन है. So I become also very angry, and I will throw there where they have put design. Of course, mostly they will not give you credit anyway. But when you are there, project management, then they will say designed and by NRDA design. So actually I can sue them, but who has time? Problem is that in India, a lot of illegal things are there. Your intellectual property is still, if it is not software, it is not protected. Anybody can copy that. This is a big problem in India. It is still continuing. Now, whatever system I gave it, it was for the fresh. But how about the 100 year of waste which is lying in almost all cities in India? For that, we have legacy or old dump waste management system. This has many components. So this is called LWMS or LMS. Basically, we are going to rehabilitate. We don't want to do anything with it. Of course, there is one more way is there for biomining, but we don't recommend that because that is very costly, and you should have space also for doing that. Or you should shift some part and make about 1 hectare available, and then you can do it. But you cannot make above that. So if you want to do in place stabilization, then these are the 6 parts we have to do go for slope stabilization. This is a very common picture you might have seen. Leachate management, landfill gas management, final cover, surface drainage, and boundary and security. Slope stabilization is the first part. So whatever is here, we want to construct that like that. Okay, so we will stabilize as 4:1, 1 vertical, 4 horizontal, and we give this slope. Of course, after compacting, we do in stages, and then 4:1 means, and we cover it with the construction and demolition waste is used for as a top. Now no further waste will be able to be discharged here. Okay. Now stabilization of source, and of course surface drainage system has to be provided at the same time, because during the rain, if water comes, the water will make the cuts, it will erode. So we have to provide for the safe passes. And what we have our own design of flow ladders. So flow ladders are provided, and then ditches are there all along. We also make the road. So by the side of the road, this system is provided. You can drive it to the top and you can enjoy there. There could be good parking. There could be a lot of space, particularly in the urban areas. There is no place for enjoying. You can make it as a good park, or you can make it like a biosphere and things like that, or you can make it top of Bombay or top of Surat or top of Jaipur and things like that. Though it is waste, but waste, let not it be waste. For the leachate management, whatever leachate will be forming, because whatever we do, we cannot make the slope 100% pervious, impervious. So some amount will go, and that will come as a part of leachate. So a lot of leachate drains will be provided all along the slope, and then we have to also have a storm management system. When lot of rain is occurring, then also it should not. Otherwise, what it will do, it will divide the whole landfill into 5 parts, and whole water will be going there. It will be a problem that one car can go inside, and then whole people will die, because you cannot recover, because they may go 50 meters below, etc. The landfill gas management system is like this, that after the top cover, we will put these wells of different depth, and then this is the detail. Basically, we fill, there is a pipe, there is a SDP pipe with lot of holes, and then we fill the annular space with the gravels of small size to provide the porosity. Because of this porosity, there is a chimney action, and the landfill gas will be sucked in, and you can either collect them, and you can have gas extraction system with the help of blower, and then you can either flare it, or you can bring to see. So many of them are there. Some every 10 meter you have to provide one well, so you can understand huge amount of landfill gas will come, and this gas you can burn in the gas generator, and you can get electricity connected to the national grid, or you can use for the purpose of your own lighting, etc. The final cover we have to provide. We have to make the things beautiful. So we are going to make forest this landfill will look like a forest in the city, or mountain in the city. It has, the final cover has so many parts. You can see above the waste we have to provide so many layers. I don't want to go into detail. You can go through. This is the post closure view. So many things are to be provided. You can see it is not a very small system. It is a very big system. And this is what it will look like. You, instead of having that bad thing where people were standing and cows were running all along, these are the pictorial picture. This is the passive system for gas to go away. Here they have not done anything. They have just allowed it to go safely. So you should not stand here and talk. You should not sit on that. Otherwise, lot of methane and carbon dioxide you may also have, your health may become deteriorated. Then these are the success stories. So we have been lucky that we have worked with Meera Bhayandar Municipal Corporation, gave them solution in 2016, and after 2 years, MCGM and Lonavala Municipal Corporation also took our service. So we have been lucky. The second system is called legacy waste management system. I'm sorry. Some problem. This is called biomining. The same picture, but here we have to do biomining as per CPCB guidelines has come. Basically, we have to implement and select those technology. Basically, these all waste has to be biomine means they have to be mined. Mine means just like we do for coal mining, we remove some part, some 10 ton we'll bring to our plant, and there we will remove the components. So let's see what is the component selection. I don't want to read maybe. So this is what is everything, that you have to install trommel, you have to feed trommel physically. So truck will come one after the other. So you have to make a ramp that they discharge pit, and then these are trommels of different types which we have to. So different kinds of waste has to be removed, and they have to be sold or given to the municipality, and they can do whatever they want. Dry waste, all these waste. Well, now these are the machines which will require, etc. And it has to be perfectly, security has to be provided. Baling system has to be there, as you can see here, and all these machines will be there. Bio mining, everything has to be, but it takes time. Suppose your waste has taken 30 years to grow, it will take at least 15 years to destroy also. So it is not a system, whereas you can see, because you have machines has to go inside, they have to cut that face, bring it back with the help of hundreds of trucks will bring. So loading machines, loading cranes will be putting, cutting machine will cut, loading machine will load, and then trucks will take it to the plant, and then lot of processing will be done. Everywhere there is money involved. So normally you should not go for it, if possible. So we are in the process of Ayodhya Development Authority. They have Sita Maiya Lake. Lake has been filled with the, see, we love Sita Maiya, but we don't love the pond in her name. Our good people have filled all their garbage of that area has been thrown inside that particular tank. तो सीता मैया की भी वो इज्जत नहीं करते लोग. तो अभी हम लोगों ने बिड कर दिया है, लेकिन हमको पता नहीं है कि मिलेगा कि नहीं मिलेगा या क्या करेंगे. उनसे परस्यू करना भी बहुत मुश्किल होता है, फोन ही नहीं उठाते, तो अपने आप लिखेंगे नहीं. MBMC is also negotiating. In 2020 we started, but the commissioner with whom we were negotiating, now he got changed. The new commissioner doesn't have any interest, but still we are struggling. So we don't have any success story here, and we don't recommend that, because waste, whatever waste is anyway waste. So why you want to get it something, and you are investing so much money and then getting some money is worthless. Rather, whatever has been the past, you cover it up and go for the new technology for the fresh waste from daily basis. Okay, and this is I think I want to say with my last. Okay, but anyway, this is my popularity slide. If you want any technical detail, if you are interested and if you are decision maker, please contact me. This is the address given. You can take a copy of this from the coordinator of this course, Professor Singh. And if you want to arrange for any presentation or demonstration, we have the plant working for all STP and GSTP. We can show, we can bring it to your place and show. But please remember, you have to bear the cost of some mobilization, etc., and some charges. So we have 3 companies which are working with me, and they may be more than happy to do the job. The one is very old. He is my MTech student in the Kanjha. He runs his own company in IIT Bombay itself, Emergy Enviro Private Limited. The second is my recent student. He is Sashi Bhushan. He is running his firm called Tree Green Solutions Private Limited. His office is also there in IIT Bombay. I have a third person also, Pradeep Mishra, who is the owner of Mal Jal Technologies Private Limited. He runs from Pune. So any of them, all contact detail, etc., has been given. So if you are interested in any way, I'll be more than happy to help you out in installing for your city. Okay, Sanjay, I am done.
Okay. Thank you, sir, for your very good lecture. And this is just more than the lecture, it was actual implementations which under your guidance in IIT Bombay and your students companies they have done. So it was due to your guidance and all that thing, this all these projects are coming. Thank you, sir. Now participants can ask the questions regarding sir's presentation.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yes, so I think in chat box you can write. I will ask one by one so that sir can.
Yeah, let them take 5 minutes and yeah, good.
So one question that is asked is there any particular type of plants which are suggested to grow in the state?
See, normally people say wetland plant, but we don't say anything. We say whatever plant you love, except they should not be the plant for desert. Like नागफनी मत लगा देना, क्योंकि उनको पानी चाहिए, तो वो मर जाएंगे. तो लेकिन रोज है, डहलिया है, कोई भी ब्यूटीफुल लगा सकते हैं, और छोटे होने चाहिए. ये नहीं कब कब नीम का पेड़ लगा दिया, तो वो नहीं लगाना है. यहाँ प्लांट होने चाहिए, ट्री नहीं होना चाहिए. बस इतना ही रिस्ट्रिक्शन है. हाँ, यदि आप वेटलैंड प्लांट लाते हैं, दे आर ऑफ कोर्स बेनिफिशियल एंड दे आर विदाउट एनी कॉस्ट, बट then harvesting may be problem. They will grow like anything bad. You have to harvest 2 times in a year. They will become otherwise jungle. That may be botheration. So you have to choose what you love. So I will say that you go by your advice of your community people. What they want is the thing you should install.
Yes. Another question is that what is the substrate used for the plant growth? Can these plants grow only in gravel bed or?
Yeah. There is no substrate. Nothing we are providing. Whatever nutrients are there, they are enough.
Okay.
There is no substrate required.
Then another question.
Yeah.
Another question by Dr. Suchitra Rajput Chauhan. What is the material used to construct these slits and baffles? Is it steel or plastic based?
It is. We are using steel, stainless steel. Why? Because this is corrosive environment. So what we do, this is basically like वो जाली की होती है ना, जाली के बना देते हैं कि वो पत्थर निकल के ना गिरे. तो जैसे कि 1 फीट चौड़ा और लंबा उतना होगा जितनी तुम्हारी बैफिल की लेंथ हो, जितनी ड्रेन है. नॉर्मली हम लोग क्या करते हैं कि ड्रेन के अंदर लगाना है तो 1/3 पोर्शन में लगाते हैं, 2/3 हम ओपन करते हैं, मतलब नेचुरल रखते हैं. केवल ऐसा है कि फ्लड के दौरान ये बंद हो जाएगा और वो 2/3 चलेगा, 2/3 में ही फ्लो होगा. And we have to protect our unit, otherwise it will be silted. So that time you have to close it somehow or remove it physically if you want.
Okay. Another question by Dr. Shraddha Yadav that can this green STP establish in institutional area, like in any institution?
Yeah, Sandeep University is live example. Yeah, you can go and visit also. They will give demo. They are our good friends, and we can arrange your visit if you want.
Okay. Any other questions by the participants?
Actually, demo.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay,
yes,
go ahead.
Mr. Rajshekhar Hiremal.
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Whether, sir, can we use this principle for treating on large scale?
I have told you, you can use for as many purpose as you want. So 6 MLD plant is also coming at one city in Pune. One they have some A to Z houses are there, buildings. In each house about I think 25 storied, some 4 flats, so 100 families per, and A to Z 25,000-26,000 लोग रह रहे हैं वहाँ पर. उनके सबके लिए है. तो बना सकते हैं, सिटी के लिए बना सकते हैं, और बल्कि म्युनिसिपैलिटी को जरूरत ही नहीं, वो बंद कर सकते हैं अपना कॉर्पोरेशन. वो वाटर प्लांट. यस, गो अहेड.
पुणे में ऐसे है, एक मुड़ा मोटा रिवर बोल के है, मुड़ा मोटा रिवर which is highly polluted river, highly polluted. लेकिन उसमें जो क्या है, वाटर हाइसिंथ प्लांट इतने सारे वो ग्रो हो जाते हैं it is very difficult to treat this rivers.
No. If you this is first time you have to cut, then they will not grow ever.
नहीं सर, अभी बहुत
First time you,
सालों हाँ
अरे
सालों
सालों
मैंने
से नहीं, देखो 2 घंटे में कट जाएगा, आपको करना पड़ेगा. Cutting machines are available. You have to cut. See what happens? They will grow again, and that is the problem. Nobody wants to remove them. If you install our system like Nala treatment, no drain should go without treatment. Then the things will change after some time. You are feeding with the nitrogen and phosphorus. See, instead of putting the nitrogen and phosphorus in the plants, in the fields, you are putting inside the lake. Lake will grow. River will grow. उनको तो चाहिए ना. So that's why it is growing. It is our problem, not their problem. We are permitting it to be grown. Okay, go ahead. Any other question?
ये गंगा ट्रीटमेंट का क्या प्रोजेक्ट है सर? ये वेदर दिस इज गोइंग ऑन द सेम पैरेलल स्केल और दैट इज समथिंग डिफरेंट?
अभी वो ओवर हो गया, कुंभ गया, वो भी गया, बस जितना हमने बता दिया वही है. अभी तो उसके बाद फ्लड आया तो सब बह गया, क्योंकि जल्दबाजी में काम किया गया, कभी परमानेंट नहीं होता है. तो वो गंगा जी यही होता है, सरकारी चीजें बह जाती हैं तो बह गई. टीवी भी बनाएगी तो क्या कर लेगी बेचारी. फ्लड आएगा, और उन्होंने फ्लड के लिए डिजाइन नहीं किया इसको, क्योंकि जल्दबाजी में उनको कुछ भी याद नहीं रहा. ये डिजाइन फॉर क्विक फिक्स में यही होता है. हमारा सिस्टम होगा, हम सोच के बनाएंगे. पॉलिटिकल सिस्टम बनेगा, वो आया हो गया, बस ऐसे होता है. जैसे ये पार्टी आती ना 5 साल के लिए फिर चली जाती है, हाँ वैसे वो प्रोजेक्ट गया, इट इज गॉन विद द फ्लड.
Sir, whatever you explained is quite interesting, because this method can be used even for treating cooling tower water, which is a big problem in the industry now.
See, हम लोगों ने एप्लीकेशन उसकी नहीं की है. इट हैज इनफाइनाइट. एक्चुअली हर इंडस्ट्री का ईटीपी भी बन सकता है. यही वहाँ चाहे क्रोमियम भी हो, लेदर इंडस्ट्री के लिए अभी हम सोल्यूशन बना रहे हैं. सी आईआईटी में ये प्रॉब्लम है कि हम ब्लाइंडली नहीं दे सकते. हम उनका वेस्ट वाटर लेके ट्रीटेबिलिटी स्टडी कर रहे हैं, फिर हम उनको बताएंगे. हम ऐसे नहीं कि कह देंगे कि हाँ चलेगा और उसके बाद बैठ जाएगा, वो नहीं होगा. यदि आईआईटी से लोगे, नीरी से लोगे तो वो हो सकता है बंद हो जाए, लेकिन आईआईटी से लोगे तो चलेगा. क्योंकि वी बिलीव इन प्रोवाइडिंग आवर नेम इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू आईआईटी. हम लोग क्विक फिक्स, देखो टाइम लग जाएगा. हम वो प्रोजेक्ट डाल लेते. यदि हमारे 2 महीने पहले आओगे और कहोगे अभी 2 महीने बाद कुंभ है, अभी तक 4 साल से सो रहे थे क्या? क्योंकि 3 साल का समय होता है आपके पास अगले कुंभ का. तो आप मेरे पास 11th आवर पे ना आइए. आईटी नहीं लेती है, नीरी लेगी या हमारा स्टूडेंट लेगा, क्योंकि उनको तो पैसा इंपॉर्टेंट है, हमको नाम जरूरी है आईटी में.
Okay, thank you sir.
Okay, yeah. So you can motivate people and your municipality, your city to go for it, and I'm guaranteeing you will make India clean forever. It will not be the problem like कि वो पैसे ही डालते चले जा रहे हैं वेस्ट वाटर में. It is zero maintenance almost. It is like zero cost also. No running, no मोटर कुछ नहीं है, बहुत कम है. अब ग्रेविटी होगी तो कहीं पे हमको जरूरत हो सकता है, लेकिन as such not huge investment. हमको 1-2 HP की ही मोटर चाहिए होंगी कहीं पर, इसके अलावा हमको मेजर कोई इन्वेस्टमेंट नहीं है.
सर आप एक चीज बता,
पूछिए
सर इसका कॉस्ट कितना जाता है सर, एक डेफिनेट क्वांटिटी ऑफ वाटर ट्रीट करने के लिए?
देखिए हम लोगों का, देखिए हम लोग तो आईआईटी वाले हैं, हम लोग तो पैसा जम के लेते हैं, अपना दिमाग लगाया है, तो हम लोग मतलब कैपेबिलिटी टू पे के हिसाब से हम ले लेते हैं. हम भी तो भाई संत की महात्मा की तरह हैं कि 2 रुपए से लेके 3 लाख 6 लाख 3 करोड़ 30 करोड़ भी लेते हैं, श्रद्धा पे है. So we customize solution.
So it is not depending upon the quantity of water treated.
It is. But लेकिन तुम अमीर हो तो तुमसे ज्यादा लेंगे ना, और तुम गरीब हो तो फ्री दे देंगे, ऐसा भी है. तब हम लोग पे नहीं लेते हैं. मतलब तुम अपने घर के लिए लोगे तो तुम्हारी विलिंगनेस टू पे कितनी होगी बताओ? ज्यादा से ज्यादा 1 लाख. तो हमको तुम्हारा सिस्टम 1 लाख में देना पड़ेगा. म्यूनिसिपैलिटी 1 लाख में कहेगी तो हम उनको नहीं देंगे, उनसे कहेंगे कि आप हमको ज्यादा दीजिए, हमको 100 करोड़ का प्रोजेक्ट बनेगा वहाँ, है ना. So it depends upon the context, because problem is big, and you know it is not like per cubic meter. It is depending upon the circumstance. It is customized solution. So that's why there is not कि 25 ये RCC नहीं है कि वो 25 रुपए पर क्यूबिक मीटर में बन जाता है, ऐसा नहीं कुछ है. There is no rule as such. STP में बता सकते हैं जो कन्वेंशनल है, क्योंकि उसमें मशीनें हैं, वो टैंक जैसे वॉल्यूम बन रहे हैं, तो उनका तो वही है कि बड़ा, और उनको छोटा वाटर नहीं चाहिए STP को. हमारा तो एक घर से लेके 100 घर, 300 घर, पूरी सिटी, पूरा वर्ल्ड सबको कर सकते हैं. स्केलिंग कैन बी डन एनी स्टेज. लेकिन हम एक टॉयलेट भी बना सकते हैं और एक जगह 100 टॉयलेट भी बन सकते हैं. टैंक फिर एक ही बनेगा, और यदि 100 घरों में लगेगा तो 100 इंडिविजुअल यूनिट होंगे सेफ सैंड की. तो दैट्स व्हाई आई कैन नॉट टेल यू द कॉस्ट अपफ्रंट. ओके, आई होप यू अंडरस्टैंड.
Okay, yes sir, definitely.
Yeah. Any other question, Sanjay?
Thank you sir, thank you.
Yeah, thank you for asking so much questions. But please, my request is that IIT Bombay normally doesn't go for our own propaganda. You are our speakers, so you carry the message and tell that some professor is there who is making some technology, and you can contact. It will make the world better place. At least India needs this solution, and they are very cheap from the mechanical viewpoint. मैकेनिकल में 500 करोड़ का होगा तो हमारा 100 करोड़ में हो जाएगा, ये तो है. और रनिंग कॉस्ट उनकी होगी हर बार कम से कम 50 करोड़, हमारी है मुश्किल से 50 लाख, मुश्किल से पर ईयर. तो अभी है वेरी लो कॉस्ट सोल्यूशन. लेकिन सरकार को नहीं पसंद आएगा क्योंकि उनको बड़ा पैसा चाहिए, कमीशन कट, वो तो आप जानते हैं सर. कम में उनका कमीशन भी कम ना, जीरो है मेंटेनेंस तो जीरो हो गया, तो इसलिए कोई इंटरेस्ट नहीं दिखाता. और IIT को 100% पेमेंट देना पड़ता है, उनके लिए कुछ नहीं होता है हमारे पास, तो दैट इज द प्रॉब्लम. बट स्टिल यू कैन मोटिवेट. आई थिंक सिंस नाउ न्यू regime has come where corruption is not being propagated, it is being stopped. So I believe that this is the new world, and we should invest public money for the public benefit, not for the Netaji's pocket, etc., or political people. The way they have been earning, they see this as an opportunity for earning, not helping the people or serving the people. जैसे कि हम आपके ही लिए हैं, लेकिन वो आपके लिए नहीं होते हैं. बाद में उनका कुत्ता या उनका सिक्योरिटी गार्ड ही आपको भगा देता है. जाओ वोट देने के समय फिर आएंगे नेताजी. Okay, this is our social problem. Okay, I am going to stop here. I think I have given enough time. If anybody has any question, they can ask by mail.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir. Very informative session, and I think participant has learnt a lot, and they have got many ideas which can be implemented, because these ideas generally.
But normally, as per new IPR rules, they cannot copy.
Yes.
We can prosecute them.
Yes. So these ideas, I think they are patented also. These are patented. You can also think about your own idea, and you can take the help of if you want to. If you want to implement these ideas which sir has told. The mail address will be also provided to you, and this PPTs also will be provided to you. So from that also you will get the contact. Thank you, sir, for.
Yes. Yeah, actually I should have asked this question beforehand, but I did not ask. Who are your participants in this course?
Sir,
these are faculty.
Yeah, mainly faculties from all over India. The faculties are not only from engineering, they are from the applied sciences, like applied chemistry, biology. They are not from. They are from civil engineering department, chemical, and other engineering department. Mainly, but faculties.
Yeah, I think fine. I think they could be our message carrier also. They can influence the local, local government to implement these areas. And you know, our solutions are sustainable. They are low cost. Running cost is almost next to zero. If you install in your house, you will have no problem ever. You don't have to invest huge amount of money for. They will not go bad, and there is no tax etc. which you will be required to pay. So you become like जैसे कि अपना nowadays people are going for making their own solar power, and then they don't buy any electricity. And this is a big favor to the municipality also, because this wastewater will not be spilled, it will not go outside your city limits, because now cities are constructed within. ये बिल्डर आजकल यही बना रहे हैं ना, ये सिटी और वो सिटी, संजय सिंह सिटी, तो वो बनेगा। सिंह साहब डॉक्टरी छोड़ के सिटी बनाओ।
Yes, sir.
एसएस सिटी, एसएसएस।
Yes. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
So we'll be very much grateful, sir. You have come and delivered your lecture and all the
Thank you very much. And I think your participant has been one of the excellent ones. You have asked very good questions. So I wish all the best for you. I think remaining 5 more days or 7 days will be very fruitful. I think Professor Singh has taken the help from the best resources possible. And Professor Singh, I wish you all the best for your all days.
Thank you, sir.
And you can, if any firefighting is required, you can call me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are always there.
If somebody teaches you or you need any help in the last minute,
Yes.
I will be more than happy to share.
Yes, yes. Thank you.
Okay, all the best. Bye-bye.
Yeah, thank you. So I think the next session will be at 1 o'clock. So before that, you can. The next session will be from Mr. Bharat Jain, is member secretary of GCPC. So a very experienced person. So I think he will join at before that 1 o'clock. So we have session. There's a break. 1 to 3. There's a session, and then there is from 3:30 to 5:30. I think all got the schedule with you. All are having schedule. Those I think it is mailed to all of you, and it's on the WhatsApp also. If any problem, you can just contact us.
Okay, sir. So can we disconnect it now and can join?
You can disconnect and then you can join, because if you join with, don't join with you can directly join. Okay. Now you have your
Sure.
Yeah, you can directly join, not join as a guest. कोई भी गेस्ट से उस तरीके से ज्वाइन नहीं हो, डायरेक्ट लिंक से ज्वाइन नहीं हो, जाके उसमें, ठीक है?
Join कर सकते हैं.
Yes.
Thanks a lot, sir, and it was nice session. Thank you.